You've thought through some really good reasons for your audience to help you out. You've thought about what's in it for them, and you've respectfully thought about their counterarguments, why they might not be willing to help you, and thought about the problems that they might see with your idea. You've thought about those counterarguments, and you've presented really good solutions that address the actual problems that they're bringing up. Now, it's time to propose a call to action, the way you'll wrap up your letter in the concluding paragraph. I'm going to go back to this example of the dog. What's probably not wise is to present your 4 really good reasons for why you should get the dog, and to then present the counterarguments and present your solutions to them, and then to end by saying, so let's go get a dog. A better way to end is with a call to action that's just a small step. Here you are now. You don't have a dog now. Here you are in the future. Check. You've got the dog. Right now, you're not going to go out and buy a dog this afternoon if you've persuaded your parents that you should get one. No, there's steps you have to go through to get ready to have a dog. You need to think about what kind of dog would be a best fit for your family. You need to go out and buy the materials for the dog, the food, the chew toys, maybe change the backyard around a little bit so that you can fit a doghouse in there. You might need to research obedience class lessons so that you can train the dog really well. There's a lot of steps you need to take before you and your audience can get what it is that you want. In your call to action, you're probably best off suggesting one of these first steps. So again, if we're using this dog example, you've presented 4 really good reasons your audience should do this. You've presented the counterarguments, your rebuttals to them, how you're solving the concerns they have. A really smart call to action might be something like, so if you think, or if you're open to the idea of getting a dog, if you think it might be a good idea to get a dog, could we set aside some time Wednesday night to research what breeds of dogs would be a best fit for our family? Could we sit down and make a list of things we would both want to buy for the dog? Could we sit down and research some of the best places to get a dog from? Should we go to the pound? Should we go to a dog store? Should we go to a breeder, a pet store? These sorts of things. Start with something small. You eat a sandwich in bites. You don't try to eat the whole thing all at once. Occasionally you can jump right to this. Most often, it's best to end your letter with a call to action that asks for one little step. Because if they're willing to do that little step, the next step makes sense as the next thing to do. And that next step makes sense to be the next thing that you do. So if you can get them to take that first step, you begin momentum. You begin momentum to moving you and your audience closer and closer to what it is that you want if you provide a compelling call to action, a request, asking them to do something now that they've heard your reasons.